Did you know that ChatGPT was the fastest growing app in history? And when used right, it can give retirees hours back each week, solve trip planning headaches, and clear mental space for long delayed projects. And in the next few minutes, I'll show you the exact prompts that turn it from a novelty into a real sidekick. If you're new here, I'm Jonathan Rankin, retirement planner for nearly 20 years and the founder of Theorem Wealth Management. Twice a week, I share videos on how you can live a better retirement, so let's put ChatGPT to work for you. ChatGPT is a type of artificial intelligence, but don't let that phrase scare you off, because you don't need to understand the tech behind it. You just need to know that it's like a super smart personal assistant that you can just type in a question or a request and it gives you a helpful human-like answer. It's like Google, but instead of getting a list of links that you actually have to click through, you just get an actual response that's written just for you. And you could really ask it anything. You can ask it things like, what are some heart-healthy recipes for two people? Or can you explain how Social Security spousal benefits work? Or help me write a letter to my grandchild for their graduation. And just like that, it gives you a response right there. Let's go through 7 use cases on how you can use ChatGPT to improve your retirement life. And the first is using it to manage everyday tasks. Now, let's say that you've got a list of errands, appointments, and reminders that are just rattling around in your head. Well, you can ask ChatGPT to help you organize your day. Try something like, make a simple weekly schedule for me that includes exercise, reading, and meal. And boom, within seconds, you've got a clean, personalized plan. You can include personal details to further refine your results. Like the example I mentioned, you can add things like what time you typically wake up, what time you go to bed, and when you have the most energy. If you want to print it, just copy and paste it into a document and click print and you're done. You can even ask it to help write emails, fill out forms, draft responses to complicated messages. It saves you time and frustration is just completely avoided. Now, the second way that you can use it in retirement is for budgeting and financial planning, because your paychecks may have stopped, but money is still moving in and out every single month, whether that's utilities, prescriptions, hobby gear, streaming services, grandkids, the works. ChatGPT can't tell you where to invest, and that's fine. But what it can do is digest raw numbers and hand back a crystal clear spending plan within seconds. Type a prompt like, here's our monthly figures. Social Security is $3,100, part-time consulting $600, our fixed bills are $2,050, groceries are $500, gas is $120, golf is $90, church donations are $150, everything else is unknown. Organize this into a simple budget, flag any category that looks high for 2 people, and suggest a painless $200 cut. And the reply comes in plain English. It'll give you categories, percentages, and a short list of leaks that you can plug, and maybe things like that forgotten magazine bundle or an insurance policy that you no longer need. Ask follow-ups, so spread those totals across weekly envelopes, turn it into a printable checklist, export to a spreadsheet with formulas, and ChatGPT reformats on the fly. No spreadsheet wrestling, no accountant jargon, just an instant snapshot of where your cash is going and how to redirect it towards what matters. That clarity is more than handy. It's the difference between guessing and knowing that your money is working the way that you want it to. Now, the third way that retirees can best use ChatGPT is to use it to learn something new. So one of the best longevity hacks isn't a pill or a workout, it's staying mentally curious. And ChatGPT makes that almost friction-free. Because imagine that you've always wanted to speak enough Spanish to chat with your locals on your winter getaway. Just type in, design a 4-week Spanish starter plan, 5 travel phrases a day, 1 mini dialogue per week, and a Saturday recap quiz that I can print. Within seconds, you'll get a day-by-day schedule, pronunciation tips, and even a self-scoring quiz. No textbooks, no pricey app subscription. Prefer music? Just ask, list 10 3-chord songs that I can play on acoustic guitar, and after 3 weeks of practice, order from easiest to hardest with strumming patterns. ChatGPT will spit out song titles, chord charts, and a practice timeline. If a technique stumps you, just follow up with, explain the DAG change in slow motion steps and watch it break the move into finger placement snapshots. It also works the same way for genealogy. For example, provide your grandparents' birth years and location, then the prompt suggest the 3 records that I should search and where to find them online, and it maps out a research trail that you could follow without getting lost in archive websites, because the model remembers context inside a single chat. So you can iterate endlessly. That phrase felt formal, give me a casual version, or shorten the lesson to 10 minutes. I'm busy on Wednesdays. So the result is a tailor-made curriculum that flexes to your energy level and learning style, delivering the cognitive workout that doctors keep preaching without the classroom anxiety that most of us ditched decades ago. Now, before I move on, our firm's mission is to help you make the most out of your retirement. And we know that getting to retirement can be stressful, and it's hard to know if you're really on track or not. So click the link in the description below. You can book a call directly with me, and I'll analyze your specific situation and show you the exact steps that you need to take to fully optimize your retirement plan as a whole. Now, the fourth way that successful retirees are using ChatGPT are for family and connections. See, ChatGPT shines when the goal is simply connection. Let's suppose that the grandkids live states away and bedtime FaceTime calls just don't always line up. Just pop open the chat box and type, write a 3-minute story for a 7-year-old about Max the turtle who finds a treasure, include a gentle moral and 2 silly sound effects. Seconds later, you have a fresh tale to email, print, or record as an audio message, and they can replay on demand. Take it a step further, rewrite that same story for a 9-year-old who loves science, add 1 fact about ocean currents, and the AI adjusts the tone, vocabulary instantly so that each child feels that the story was made just for them. Do you need to bridge that teenage wall, that monosyllable wall where they just respond with 1-word answers? Well, just ask ChatGPT, give me 10 open-ended questions that get a 14-year-old talking about school without eye rolling. Or maybe try suggest 5 short texts that say thinking of you without sounding clingy. Drop 1 into a message each week and watch the replies expand from K to actual sentences. Planning a family reunion? Well, just feed ChatGPT your date, head count, and location, then request a potluck sign-up sheet, a simple schedule, and 3 icebreaker games that work from ages 8 to 80, and it will hand back a ready-to-send email plus a printable checklist of who's bringing what. The tool helps preserve family history while involving the next generations. Now, the 5th way that I've seen a lot of retirees use ChatGPT is travel planning, because the fun part of travel is the view and the headache is the logistics, and ChatGPT takes the grunt work off of your plate. Just start broad. Plan a 5-day loop through the Blue Ridge Mountains, focus on fall foliage, no daily drive longer than 3 hours, include 2 farm-to-table spots with 1 easy waterfall hike. Within moments, you'll get a day-by-day route, driving times, GPS pins, lunch stops, and a note about peak color forecast. If you have mobility issues, that's okay. Just follow up with swap that hike for an overlook accessible by paved path and add wheelchair-friendly winery. You can also zero in on the specifics. Just ask for a side-by-side budget, mid-range hotels versus cabins, average fuel costs, and senior discounts on different attractions. Then request a packing checklist tailored to October mountain weather and 1-bag travel. It can do so much for travel that it helps you spend the time enjoying the trip as opposed to the agony of actually planning it. Now, moving on to number 6 is healthcare help. See, nothing derails a good week faster than leaving a doctor's office with a new diagnosis and a head full of medical jargon. ChatGPT can't prescribe pills or replace your physician, but it can translate the dense terminology into plain English and equip you with sharper questions. So let's suppose that you have an x-ray report that mentions degenerative disc disease. We'll prompt the model, explain mild degenerative disc disease in a language a high school student could understand, include typical symptoms, progression timelines, and non-surgical treatment options. And in seconds, you'll get a concise primer, no Latin, no 5-syllable detours, plus context on exercises, posture tweaks, and red flag symptoms. You can also use the voice memo when you're actually meeting with your doctor, and that will give you a transcript from that conversation. You can use that transcript in ChatGPT, just asking it in plain English, what did we talk about and what are the follow-ups from this appointment? And it'll give you a full breakdown of exactly what's going on with your health so that you can remember and clearly understand. Because I know how difficult it is to go into a doctor's office and walk out feeling like you have no clue what's going on. So it's a great way to help you understand exactly what's going on with your health. Now, the 7th and final way that ChatGPT is used by retirees is for creative projects, because retirement is the perfect time to tap into your creativity. So ChatGPT acts like a brainstorming partner, structural editor, and cheerleader that's all rolled into one. Suppose you have that half-written memoir that's been gathering dust. Just open up a chat and type, outline a 12-chapter memoir of growing up on the south side of Chicago in 1950s, mix equal parts family stories, neighborhood history, and lessons learned with a cliffhanger at the end of each chapter, and you'll receive a scaffold complete with working chapter titles and bullet point anecdotes to jog your memory. From there, you can drill down, expand chapter 3 into 1,000 words using sensory details from the summer street fair, or suggest dialogue snippets that capture my father's sense of humor. Suddenly, the intimidating task of writing a book becomes really a series of bite-sized prompts that you can tackle over morning coffee. One of the favorite ways that I've seen it used is that a client actually put together a family cookbook And they use all of their family recipes, they combine them into one place, and they had ChatGPT help them create it by each person who contributed the recipes. So they had great grandparents and grandparents, and it lasted generations, and they were able to organize these into a structural way that made it so much fun for the family to take this full-bound book and make it something that they can pass on for generations to come. Now, those are just some of the many ways that retirees have been using ChatGPT to enhance their retirement. And now there's even a more advanced mode that can completely change the way that you use AI and live your retirement. See, OpenAI just rolled out ChatGPT Agent Mode, and it's hard to overstate just how big of a leap this is, because until now, even the best chatbots could give you ideas or draft short snippets, but they would stumble on lengthy multi-step jobs. See, Agent Mode changes that. So picture a tireless digital agent that can take an open-ended request like research, plan, and book a week in Tuscany, and then run it from first Google search to final hotel choice, narrating its progress the whole way. And here's what sets it apart. See, the moment that you launch a task, Agent Mode opens up a live browser window so you can actually watch. You'll see it type search queries, skim articles, copy details into running notes files, compare prices, click through booking pages, and when it reaches a step that involves your sensitive data, for example, your credit card or address, it pauses and hands the keyboard back to you. You fill in the private bits, hit continue, and the agent picks up right where it left off. It feels less like talking to a chatbot and more like supervising an eager junior colleague who never gets tired. Travel planning is only the tip of the iceberg. Give Agent Mode a shopping list and a budget, and it can fill an online cart across several retailers. Ask it to source 3 qualified candidates for an open role, and it will sift LinkedIn, draft outreach messages, and queue follow-ups. You want to point it at a raw data dump? It can build, audit, and iterate on a full Excel financial model. Think of it as a PhD level researcher equipped with unrestricted web access and a toolbox of productivity apps. Even better, you're not limited to one agent at one time. Fire off multiple requests, daily news, digest, calendar cleanup, reunion itinerary trips, grocery reorder, and each spins up on its own workspace, chugging along in parallel. You can even have these scheduled too. If you want to have a portfolio performance report run every morning at 8 a.m. and land in your inbox without lifting a finger, the bottom line is that we've crossed from chatbots to just answer questions into AI agents that actually finish projects. If you're only trying one new tech feature this year, then make it ChatGPT Agent Mode, because you'll wonder how you ever got things done without it. Now, all of that power is exciting, but the moment an AI agent can open websites, click buttons, and handle half of a dozen jobs at once, the stakes do go up. Now, before you dive in and let Agent Mode loose on your travel plans or shopping carts, it's worth taking 60 seconds to talk about basic safeguards and what you shouldn't hand over to the bot, and how you sanity check the results that it actually brings back. So you never want to share personal details like your social security number, bank info, medical ID cards. You don't want to share those with ChatGPT. It's not that it's storing your data, but it's still smart to treat it like any other public tool. And you always want to double check important facts, especially medical or financial ones, because ChatGPT helps you understand, but it's not a licensed expert, and the information isn't always completely up to date. For example, the maximum contribution limit for IRAs is sometimes increased, and if you ask ChatGPT what the max contribution is, it may give you an outdated number. So use it as a guide, not as a replacement for a real professional. See, ChatGPT is great for knocking out to-do lists and sparking new ideas, but there's one job that it shouldn't handle alone, and that's building the strategy that pays your bills for the next 20 plus years. That's where a human partner comes in, and if you'd like a second set of eyes on the big picture, things like social security timing, tax brackets, sustainable withdrawal rates, then use the scheduling link below. We'll hop on a quick call and walk through your numbers and outline a step-by-step plan that you can put to work right away. I'm Jonathan Rankin. Thank you so much for watching, and here's to making technology and your money work harder for you in retirement. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.